plastics plus other metals should the situation escalate. Zambia's permanent secretary in the Ministry of Mines, Barnaby Mulenga, says the country expects to conclude talks over buying Glencore's PLC stake in Mopani Copper Mines PLC within a month. Mulenga declined to disclose the size of the stake that state-owned ZCCM Investment Holdings is trying to acquire. ZCCM IH currently has 10% of Mopani, with Glencore holding 73.1% and Vancouver-based First Quantum Minerals Limited 16.9%. Zambia wants to raise its holding after clashing with Glencore earlier this year over the company's plan to mothball Mopani's operations. But it is unclear how the cash-strapped government, which last week defaulted on a Eurobond interest payment, would finance a deal. While impairments of $1.14 billion at Mopani contributed to Glencore posting a first-half loss, the Switzerland-based commodity giant still assigned a value of $704 million to the operations.
This is where we end this episode of Mining in Nigeria. Join us again next week, same time, same station, for another exciting package from the solid mineral sector. Remember to send in your comments and inquiries to the numbers that will be displayed on your screen shortly. See you next week.
This is NTA International.
I am there now. Are you sure this will work?
I can't miss this guy's lecture. Just keep your phone on so I can listen.
Today we're going to be discussing sleep What is the medical term for sleepwalking?
Sonambulism.
Correct.
Get free Intel to Intel calls and experience HD quality conversations every time.
Intel. Live more.
From dusk to dawn, 24 hours a day, NTA International is with you. In your living room, office, and everywhere, anywhere. We provide the company you desire in terms of balanced and up-to-date news, programs, and the best of entertainment. Tune in to DSTV channel 251, GoTV channel 91, Freeview channel 264, or live streaming via www.visiontv.co.uk. Application for iOS or Android. Intelsat 901/332.5 degrees east. You can also see us on Facebook and YouTube for quality content on the go. NTA International, Africa's window to the world.
Do you know that social media is not good or bad, and that it is you who is using it that is either good or bad? Bad social media users spread rumors and fake news without verification. But good social media users stop, verify the information, and reflect before sharing it. Now, are you a good social media user? Stop the spread of fake news. Verify the authenticity of your source.
Special Awards, Zuma Film Festival 2020 Awards Night. Participation in all events will be physical and virtual in line with COVID-19 protocols. Date, December 1st to 7th, 2020 at NAF Conference Center, Kado, Abuja. Chief host, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, Honorable Minister of Information and Culture. For participation, sponsorship, partnership, and other inquiries, call 003-3146842 or 003-6740-990. 0997 or visit www.zumafilmfest.gov.ng. Attendance is free. Announcer Dr. Chidia Madwekwe, Managing Director, Chief Executive, Nigerian Film Corporation and Chairman Organizing Committee, Zuma Film Festival. Nigerian Film Corporation, powering possibilities.
And there's the start and get. Promises to Cheryl. Winds up that one.
Archbishop of basketball, goal! He hung on that net like a stalk up a tree. NTA Sports 24 brings you all sports, all time and all day. Tune in to watch NTA Sports 24 on Star Times Channel 270, StarSat on Channel 434 and Free TV on Channel 731. NTA Sports 24, where sports thrive.
NTA, you can't be done.
There are more grounds to cover in the war against corruption.
President Muhammadu Buhari receives Ayo Salami Judicial Commission of Inquiry report on suspended acting chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, reiterates commitment to the fight against corruption.
Part of our agenda in the next Senate is to cut costs of governance.
Senate Committee on Appropriations set to consider high cost of governance in 2021 budget reports. Plus, 9 missing police officers abducted by suspected bandits regain freedom as Inspector General of Police promises improved security on the highways. Hello and welcome to NTA Network News at 9. I'm Elizabeth Stober and we're live from Abuja. Adiola Akome Akere will be reading from Lagos. President Muhammadu Buhari says his administration has so far kept the faith with his promise of fighting corruption and will remain committed until Nigeria triumphs over evil, attains a prosperous economic status and surmounts prevailing challenges of security. This was while receiving the report of the Ayo Salami Judicial Commission of Inquiry that investigated the suspended acting chairman of the EFCC, Ibrahim Magu, for alleged abuse of office and mismanagement of recovered assets. State House correspondent Adam Sambo reports.
The report submitted by the chairman of the Judicial Commission, Justice Ayo Salami, is a product of thorough scrutiny of 103 exhibits, oral testimonies of over 100 witnesses, as well as a nationwide fiscal verification of recovered forfeited assets. Justice Salami, who expressed the hope that the report will be found useful by government, described as appropriate and timely the recent presidential initiative to dispose all forfeited assets due to deteriorating condition.
Permit me to say that 4 successive chairmen of the EFCC from inception have been drawn from the police. Therefore, in appointing a new chairman of EFCC, consideration should be given to candidates from other law enforcement or security agencies and core staff of the EFCC as provided in the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission Establishment Act 2004.
At the moment, he said 970 policemen are on secondment in the EFCC, and therefore an exit plan for their disengagement should be considered within 2 years from now towards addressing the issue of no promotion of the core EFCC staff for over 9 years.
Our thinking here is that whoever you are appointing, other than a core EFCC staff, should be in transitional capacity of 2 years, during which period arrangement could be made for appointment of any of the core EFCC staff who had proven themselves.
President Muhammadu Buhari, who thanked members of the commission for their dedication and commitment, promised to ensure that their findings and recommendations will be thoroughly studied for immediate implementation. This, the president said, will not only help in strengthening the fight against corruption, but also send the right signals to every Nigerian across the world that the government is resolved to ending the menace.
We recognize that there are more grounds to cover in the war against corruption, and we are prepared to go out to possess those lands by cutting off any stream that nourishes the seed of corruption and supports its growth. Let it be known that in the fight against corruption, no one is too big to tackle, as no individual is bigger than the Nigerian state.
The fight against corruption, President Buhari said, is one that must be fought without fear or favor if Nigeria is to realize her full potentials and achieve enduring peace and security.
Corruption is present in all countries. Some governments treat it with levity. Some fight it all the time. I want Nigeria to be counted among those countries who do not tolerate but fight corruption. I call on all stakeholders and indeed every Nigerian to own the fight against corruption at their respective levels.
The Ayo Salami Commission, which commenced sitting on the 6th of July, probed EFCC and its finances from 2015 to 2020, and its recommendations suggested, amongst others, administrative or judicial measures to be taken to recover misappropriated funds and assets. From the State House, Adamu Sambu, NTA News.
In another development, President Muhammadu Buhari has described the defection of Governor Dave Umahi of Ebonyi State into the APC as not only a good omen for the governing party, but a stabilizing factor to the nation's political landscape. The president stated this while formally receiving the governor at his official residence. Here again is Adamu Sambo with the details.
Governor Dave Umahi of Ebonyi State was accompanied to the State House by a delegation of the Caretaker and Extraordinary Convention Planning Committee of the APC, led by the chairman and governor of Yobe State, Mai Malabuni.
Well, you better get it correct.
This is coming less than 24 hours after Governor Umahi, who is the chairman of the Southeast Governors Forum, was formally welcomed into the APC family at a grand occasion in Abakaliki, attended by governors and other critical stakeholders of the party. He is here to formally affirm his allegiance, loyalty and support to President Muhammadu Buhari, leader of the governing party and indeed the federal government. Speaking to NTA News after their closed-door engagement that lasted 45 minutes, President Buhari described the evening as one of his best in the seat of government.
I admired his courage. I told him it's an environment that has been thoroughly combated to PDP. For him to come out and join us now is a great thing for the party. The party has been very lucky to have him. And it's stabilizing the national politics, for a governor from the southeast, to come back and join APC at this stage. Already you, the press, are speculating that he wants to be president. What's wrong with that?
For Governor Dave Umahi, with the tremendous benefits derived by Ebonyi State from the APC-led federal government, joining the party is the least he can do to show appreciation.
There is every reason for every person from Southeast to re-examine, my purpose of leaving the PDP, and know that the people of Southeast, we have no place in PDP. If you come to my state, you will see quite a lot of development. And these developments were not done with the FAC allocation. They were done by special intervention of Mr. President. I can boldly say that under Mr. President, I have developed Ebonyi State.